Hello everybody, my name is Biggest Owl and welcome to Minecraft Hardcore. In this video, I'll be spending 200 days in Hardcore Minecraft, but without further ado, let's get straight into it. For day 101, I started by getting some stone ready so I could start working on a villager house for more villagers. I'm really going to need the enchantment books that they can give me via librarian, like mending and etc. Need full powered armor to be able to face the ender dragon. I really want to be safe about killing it. Day 102, I decided to go to the nether and start looking for netherite or ancient debris to craft netherite. And during that process, I think I found some, but not a lot. 3, I went ahead and ended up doing some crop farming. I wanted to end up getting some emeralds so I can do some more trades. If I really want some good armor, I'm going to need some books, and to get books you need emeralds, and to get emeralds you need carrots. Well, at least for me, that's what I usually do to get emeralds, but after that I went ahead and went into the nether and got some materials like blaze rods and etc. By the end of day 104, I was out. Day 105, I decided that I was going to need some more XP if I wanted some better enchantments for my armor, so I went ahead and decided that I was going to build a blaze farm. And the way it's built is you use pistons to push them down into a 1-block hole, which you can kill them faster. So I went ahead and got started building it, but by day 6, I ran out of food, so I had to go ahead and spend some extra time back in the overworld getting some more steak, but for now I have to breed cows. So in the meantime, I went ahead and went mining for some diamonds, so I could end up getting some proper netherite armor. 108, the mining continued, but by day 109, I was out and doing trades with the villagers again. Day 110, I continued the construction of the blaze farm, but by the end of the day, I had it built, and well, it didn't necessarily work the way I planned it to work, and I mean by it's kind of fucking finicky and broken. But it kind of works, and that's what matters. By the end of day 111, I was back in the overworld. Day 112, I was just about done with farming carrots by hand, and I really wanted something a bit more automatic. So I went ahead and got some free labor workers to help me by doing that. And by day 117, it was done. Day 118 to 120, I was pretty much AFK the whole time. Day 121 was going to be really important because I was finally going to go find at least the end. I wasn't going to go into the end, but I was going to go find the portal to it. So I went ahead and got on the journey, and by day 22, I was there. But holy fuck, did it ever take me a while to find that motherfucker in the ground. Shit took me about, give or take, to day 126. Whew, took way too long. God damn. I was fucking Googling shit. I was trying to find how the fuck to find this motherfucker. I thought it was fucked, but no, I eventually found it day 126. Day 127, I went back to my home camp and ended up spending my entire day while doing that. Day 128 and day 129, I just spent my whole time trading with the villagers, doing some farming, just doing general chores. And by day 130, I was back in the nether trying to get netherite. The mining continued day 131, but by the end of the day, I was out and back in the overworld. Day 132, I was AFK, but on day 133, I set out to go find badlands. Those behold a thing that basically lets me turn diamond armor into netherite armor with the netherite ingots. So I went off looking and I found one after a bit. They're not the hardest to find, you just have to run around like a fucking fool, but I am spending day 34 and 35 looting it. You know what was the best part about it?
I didn't find the thing that I needed.
Which was really just an absolute joy to me. You know, you spend all this time risking your fucking life, and it just doesn't have it. I was pretty pissed, if you couldn't tell, but, yeah, I ended up being back at home base day 136. Day 137, 38, and 39, I spent basically farming and trading with villagers. And day 140, I spent pretty much the whole day enchanting my tools and armor. Day 141, we're back in the nether trying to get a smithing template. I ended up finding a new bastion, which was much bigger and had a lot more promise. And after so long of looking, I finally found a smithing template. By day 143, I was back at home camp and decided to build another automatic carrot farm. Day 144, I switched up and started building a stairway down from the mountain. I wanted this so I could have more room to build things. but by day 145 it was just about done. Day 146, I'm back in the nether trying to finish up getting the ancient debris I need to finally get a full set of netherite armor. I ended up being in there till day 147, but when I was back I had everything I needed to make netherite armor. But finally on day 148, I finally had full completed netherite armor. 149, I'm in the nether collecting some more blaze rods. I had a lot before, but I ended up using them to smelt things. So I'm back getting them for Eyes of Enders, because I'm really trying to beat the Ender Dragon by the end of these 200 days. But on day 150 I was back and I decided to go mining for some redstone. And during that time I ended up finding some deep dark, which is my first encounter with this stuff. I've never really touched it or bothered it because I haven't played Minecraft in a while, but when I saw it, it was rather intimidating, so I ended up trying to mess with it somewhat, but ended up running away. Day 151, I ran out of food, so I had to run up, start feeding some cows, and get some more steak for me to eat. During the extra time while I waited to breed some more cows so I could kill them, I ended up brewing some potions, because I'm going to need them if I want to fight the Ender Dragon. Day 153, I was AFK the whole time. In day 154, I began construction of a second automatic care farm, and the construction was going until 157, but by 157 it was completely done, and it could work. Day 158, I built a lava farm so I could actually have a proper efficient smelting fuel. And it just used dripstone, which would drip into a cauldron, which would turn into a pool of lava, which I could scoop up with my bucket. It wasn't anything crazy, but it worked, and that's what matters. Day 159, I continued construction on that one building that I was working on in 100 days that I never ended up finishing. I don't know why it's been taking me this long to build it. I don't remember why I never finished it, but I'm going to give you a hint.
By the end of these 200 days, it still wasn't done.
And honestly, I might not finish it. It may just be left like that. I don't know. Day 160, I ended up spending my time maxing out a Fletcher for the best bow that he could give me. I was trying to get a good bow for when I take on the Ender Dragon. Day 61 and 62, I just did about fuck all. In day 63, I went out looking for Ender Pearls. And during that time, I ended up finding some new interesting things. Like, there was actually a villager outpost nearby in another village, which was a big thing to find for me because I'm gonna want some Totems of Undying. Day 164, I was back at home camp, and for the next 4 days, I would spend my time preparing, getting arrows, more golden apples, just doing anything I can to make myself have a higher chance of surviving against the Ender Dragon. Day 169, I ended up going ahead and getting started on the raid. I was really going to want that Totem of Undying for the Ender Dragon fight. The fight on went all the way to day 170, but by then, the raid was finally over, and I got Hero of the Village. Day 171, I finished the final preparations for the Ender Dragon fight, and by day 172, I began my journey. And on my journey, it really was starting to sink in on what I was about to accomplish. On the same day, I put in those Eyes of Enders, and I jumped in to begin the biggest fight I've ever faced yet. I was quick to get up there and take out all the crystals, and before I knew it, I was already have him down to half of health. As it went on, he eventually died. For hardcore mode, it was extremely underwhelming to see him die that quickly, but before I knew it, I was going right into further into the end to get the elytra. It was probably the only reason why I would show up here, considering this place is a literal death trap. And to find an elytra, you have to find one of these stronghold-like little buildings, and apparently they are fucking near to next impossible because I literally spent like 19 fucking days looking for one. Honestly, it got to a point where I had to go back to drop off some stuff, and then I went ahead and quickly made a chest with 2 shulker shells that I got. Holy fuck, on day 192, I finally found this. God, holy shit, finally. Whew. Oh my god, that took so fucking long. Yeah, was not impressed in the slightest about that, but I went ahead, I pretty much just stacked up, got it, and fucking ran. I was not planning to stay any longer than I had to. But on my way back, I found another one, which was absolutely insane. I went ahead and grabbed that one while I was at it, and then I headed back to main camp. Day 194, I decided that it was time to retire my horse. I was no longer going to use him, and leaving him with the sheep would probably just be rude, considering he's been with me throughout the entirety of basically these 200 days. So I decided to build him a little retirement home. I spent all the way till 195 building it. Not the craziest thing I've ever built, but hey, it's not horrible, I think. Day 196, I was AFK, and day 197, I was tired of farming sugarcane and I wanted to have something that would do it automatically. So I began building that and it took till day 199 to finish. Day 200. It has been quite the 100 days. I decided to build a little spot where I could actually celebrate each 100 days instead of just putting it on an awkward spot on my balcony. So I went ahead and built a little spot next to the 2 villager areas where I collect my automatic carrots. I ended up making a cake, which I ended up fucking the first one, but made a second one, which was placed in the right spot. I decided to do it on a diamond block. Why, you may ask? I don't know. But I brought out the horse, and as I watched the sunset, I really enjoyed these 200 days. If you enjoyed this video, hit a like. If you want to see me do 300 days, leave a comment saying so. But anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one.